Hola and welcome to Linditas Kitchen. I am Lindita, and what are we making today? We're making nopales, and I'm going to show you a variety of different recipes that you can make with this. And what is a nopal? It's a cactus, yes. And you can get these not at your local grocery store. No. As a matter of fact, I went to mine and I asked him, did they have nopales or cactus? And he said, yeah, we have them in the flower department. That's not the cactus that we want. We want to go to a Mexican, grocery store, and they have them there. They have them fresh, just like this, and they do come when you get them. I just want to let you know there's a lot of thorns on them, and you have to make sure that you clean them really well, and so this is what I'm not going to use today because I want something a little easier. And you can also get them, let me just tell you, in a bag. And they're already pre-cut, they're washed, everything is ready to go. And these are wonderful for a salad. You can make it, or for, like I said, with my recipe, I'm gonna be doing it with some meat as well. So I'm gonna put this aside. And what you're gonna use is, they already come, whoa, they're jumping off. They already come already pre-cut and cleaned. And this is the one that you wanna get. Okay, this is what I recommend. But a lot of times when you get them, you may need to clean them out a little bit. There might be, a little bit of seed, but you want to make sure that you do trim the sides, the edges, just in case, okay? But that's all you need to do. All right, so I have about 8, and that's what you need for this recipe. 8, and we're gonna start cutting them up. Nice and easy. So, and if you see any thorns, yeah, of course, they do cook down as well. So these have been cleaned already. So I'm gonna go ahead, and what you wanna do is you wanna just cut them just like this. Turn them, and I like mine more like a bite size. You can make them longer. It's totally your call, So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna do, like I said, 8 of them. So let's get chopping. And let me tell you, I'm gonna stack these up like this. You can, just so you know, this has a lot of nutritional value. My grandmother, mi abuelita, in heaven, she's in heaven. Mi abuelita Jacoba, she had a whole garden of these, and they would just grow wild in San Antonio and in California. Oh, this is a little itch. I'm gonna just get rid of that. Oh. And so, that's all, that's what I remember, getting up in the morning, and I didn't really cut these down because hers had big thorns, and you don't want that. So now I'm gonna stack them up in 3. You can use this for a salad or with meat. And for those vegetarians out there, this is a great recipe. And it doesn't, people go, well, what does it taste like? What is it, Well, it's kind of like a bell pepper. Let me just say bell pepper, green bean type. So you need to add a little bit of flavor to them as well. Season them. So that's all you'll need to do. So let's stack them up again. And I've already trimmed them all up, nice and pretty just for you. All right. And they are slimy too. So I'm going to show you a little trick that we do. Okay, when we prepare these, we're going to put them in the pot here. And so what we like to do is we like to just, have our ready to go. Your nopal. Have them ready to go. Sorry about that. And you want to add 1 onion. So I'm going to do about a half onion, or you can quarter. If it's really big, I'm going to just cut it in half. I'm going to put these on the side like that. I'm gonna take a bunch of cilantro, just a little, you know, like a little handful like that. Beautiful. So we're gonna just stick it right in there, and 2 cloves. And what do? We don't add any water. So what you wanna do is just put a lid on it, and we're gonna take it to the range and we're gonna cook it up for 15 minutes on a medium heat. Let's do it. It's been about 10 minutes, and as you can see, you know, the nopal has a lot of juice and it's kind of slimy, as you can see, and we're just letting this cook right into it. So it has about another 5 minutes to go. We'll check on it in a little bit, okay? But it's gonna cook down. It's not gonna be all slimy like that. So now we're gonna get started on our meat. And what I like to do is, I'm using the carne asada. It's really finely diced. So we're gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of oil. And this is the olive oil that I'm adding to it. So we'll let it warm up a little bit. And this is about 1.5 pounds of meat. So you just want to toss it all in there, because we're going to make some tacos, and we're going to do a couple of fun recipes with this. Okay, so let's get that cooking up. This won't take that long. So we want to add our comino. It's the ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin to season, and 1 teaspoon of the black pepper. And then 1 teaspoon of the Mexican oregano. Ooh la la. And 1 tablespoon of Linditas. And I'm using the mild mix to this. You can use the hot. That's okay by me. We're gonna add a 1/2 lime juice right into it. Whoops, here we go. Perfect. And I have this on a medium heat, medium low. Just mix it all up. We're gonna cover it and let it go to town. Perfect. Let me give it a little eye peek. Ooh, we still need to cook this down a little bit more. All right, let's give it a couple more minutes. Oh, perfect. It's been about a good 15 minutes. As you can see, the juice has gone right back into the nopal. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm gonna turn this off, and we're gonna take it over and we're gonna rinse it. Okay, so let's do that real quick. Okay, so, oh yes, it's ready to strain here. So what I want to do is, now that it's nice and cooked, I want to just dump it. I'm going to loosen this up a little bit and then remove it. Because remember, I didn't add any other juices to it, any water, liquid. It cooked it on its own. So, perfect. I'm gonna let this cool down a little bit. Get it all in there. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna just let that steam out a little bit. Just like that. And while that is steaming, this is a good time to remove the cilantro that's in there. And the cloves, I'm going to go ahead and just put aside because I'm going to reuse those, you know, but I'm going to just remove the onion. As much as you can, it's okay. I got another little clove in there. Okay. Whoa, I don't want to do that. Okay. There's my clove. I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to use that. I'm going to let it chill for a little bit. And then we'll rinse it out. We'll strain it. Our meat is done. It looks beautiful. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the lid and turn it down just a tad and just kind of absorb, let the juices evaporate a little bit. And now, let's go check on our nopales and see how they're doing over there. Okay, so now, there's a little cilantro in there. Now we're gonna rinse them off with cold water. Because, you know, the slime, and you don't, as you saw, we didn't add any additional liquid to it. So it just cooked within its own, and we're gonna probably do this one more time. Rinse it off a little bit. Perfect. Okay, let's let them kind of strain on their own there, and let's start chopping. Ooh, mira my nopal, my cactus. It's been cleaned out twice. I did run it in cold water and I let it sit and let it strain out all the juices so it's ready to go. So we're gonna set this aside, and what you're gonna need for this recipe is three Roma and a half an onion. So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna cut this up. Your onion, a half an onion, and you can use a red onion if you like to, if you have it. And then you can do them long and I like mine like this. I'm gonna do half and half. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the tip off because I like them in all different sizes. Okay. Yeah, just like that. Break them up. Onions, Ian's favorite. Right, Ian? He's waving his hand. Can you hear him? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. So we're going to go ahead and just toss that right in there. Perfect. I see. Guess I didn't need that. So now what we're going to do is, remember I saved a little clove. I saved two, but I'm going to just use one. I'm going to go ahead and just put it in my salad. Perfect. I'll see. Perfect. Ooh. And now for aroma. Tomatoes. And so I like to cut mine up just like this. Los tomates. Can't have a salad without. Okay, we just cut them in half. Perfect. Los tomates. Hey, after when I was little, when I used to pick tomatoes, we're farm workers, and I'd pick all these tomatoes, and I think I've told a story with my sister Chabelita, and she would just get them and wipe them down and put some salt on them and go to town. I was never a salt eater, so I would just take them nice, clean them, and just bite right into them. Perfect, right? Oh, yeah. So you'll need just 2 to 3, depending on the size, you know, and these are pretty, I love my tomatoes, so, You know, you can make that call. Just cut them in half like that. Perfectamente. Ay. All right, now I'm gonna need this to scoop them all in there. Los tomates frescos. Yeah. And now for your cilantro, you're gonna need a nice bunch. So I'm gonna take about half of this. Make sure you take the string out. Won't go very good in there. We're gonna fold it and we're gonna chop it. Oh, cilantro. Reminds me of my mamacita. You know, making this recipe, I feel like I have them all here. Mi abuela, mi mamá, my tías. Because this was a recipe that we all enjoyed together. Perfect. It's a lot of cilantro, but you know what? It goes really good with this dish. With the nopales, because nopales don't have, the cactus doesn't have a lot of flavor. So, you want to add a lot of these seasonings in there. And, the benefits of having the cactus, the nopal, it's so good for you, I'll tell you here in a little bit what it's all good, why it's all good. So now we're going to go ahead and just mix this up. And we're going to mix it up. If you want it as a salad only, oh yeah. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to be topping it off with some queso fresco as well. So if you want that as a salad, I'm going to show you. What you'll need for this is just, I'm going to just dump this out here. You don't want that in there. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of oil, the olive oil, and a 1/4 cup of just the red vinegar. And we're going to add like a pinch or two, okay, it's my pinch, of the oregano. Perfecto, just like that. We're going to mix it all up. And this is if you just want it for a salad, okay? Because I'm going to use it in my tacos and I don't use the dressing in it. My preference. And that's why we cooked up all that meat over there. So now that it's all put together and look how beautiful this looks. Mira. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, and then all it needs is a little queso fresco. And we're going to go to town. So I'll get it all set up. Mira, mis amigos, look how beautiful this is. And it is so tasty. And it's got so many wonderful health benefits to it as well. We made it up with our tacos. We did the meat. And you can go meatless as well for those vegetarians that are out there. So serve it up like this. Add your little dressing if you'd like. And sprinkle it on with a little queso fresco or the cubed as well. And sprinkle on some little love with Linditas. That's all you need to do. For this recipe and many more, just go to linditasalsa.com. Until next time, mis amigos, salud and enjoy.